knocked over, knocked out, and knocked up. That's how a lot of us came into this world, unfortunately.
Well, that's how I was conceived.
Yeah, like you. You're one of the unfortunate ones.
Or lucky one.
Yeah, and the only way you can fix that turmoil in your brain and your heart and your mind, body, and soul
is by singing a musical about my life.
Yeah, it's by writing your own 3-piece.
It's shitty. Everything is shitty.
You got to write a 3-piece rock space opera.
Rock space opera.
How would you put it together? A space rock opera. A space opera is what I wanted to put it.
A space rock.
An opera of space rock.
It's a race. That's what it's called.
It's a race against time. Because, so people have already... Star Wars has already been made, done to death. People have already made other various space operas based off it.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek, that's another one. That's kind of... it's not a space opera. That's more of a... It's more of a space sitcom.
Well, I think Spock has a lovely voice.
He does. That man, Leonard Nimoy, rest in peace. Even though he was Jewish.
He's dead?
Yeah. He's Jewish?
He's Jewish? No. I didn't know this.
So I buried in a Jewish cemetery. Unless he had tattoos. If you have tattoos, you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
You can?
No.
Really? They don't allow it?
Nope.
It's a sin against the
menorah? It's something. Yeah, it's probably something again in the Torah. It's marking up your body. Yeah, it's probably something against the religion. So if you have tattoos, you can't be allowed. But you probably can if you get like permission from your rabbi, from your rabbi.
Your rabbi.
Your rabbit rabbi. Your rabid rabbi.
Here's the thing about Jewish people.
Here's the thing about it. And it's something not a lot of people are going to tell you, and it's something not a lot of you are going to want to hear. But
I don't like them. No, it's just here's the thing about the menorah.
They control the weather. Yeah.
The menorah. They own all the banks. No, the menorah. It's not the best hat, but let's be honest. Even if you're not Jewish, if you wear one, it's better to wear one to cover up your bald spot than to let your bald spot be shown out to the public because nobody wants to see your ugly bald spot.
You mean a yarmulke?
Well, what's the menorah?
This is a menorah. The menorah is like the 8 candles or the 7. 8, 9. I don't know. I think it's 9.
Oh, wait. What did you call it?
I think it's a yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
It's spelled weird. It's spelled YAMUL, like KKE or like KE.
Where's the other K?
It's missing. It's missing. It's white. Once they put the white robes on, then it becomes a yarmulke.
Yarmulke.
That'd be interesting if
If Jewish people were part of the KKK.
Yeah, if Jewish people were super racist. If
they're not.
Surprisingly, some of them are. You go to Florida. Oh boy,
I think they deserve to be after all they've been through.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want. Honestly, damn. It seems like, is that light getting dimmer?
No, I think it might.
It's just the light outside. I think it was just cloudy. That was interesting. Everything shifted down. I'm like, gee, am I dying? Am I having a stroke?
That was Jesus telling us like, you guys got to calm down.
Or it's like you guys are on the right track. No, it would get lighter if you're on the right track. Maybe we're flipping around.
We're going to the dark side.
Yeah, let's bring it back. It would be interesting if in the English language, if you put more consonants in a letter, you'd enunciate it more. It's like that's saying yarmulke. There's like a bunch of K's, or if you had another B in a rabbi, it'd be a rabbi. You gotta I don't know.
Like you really
you gotta really enunciate. The more letters there, you gotta really get it. Gotta really give it to them.
Well, what else can we emphasize? What does it have to be double consonants? Like
it can
together?
be triple. The more you add, it can be vowels as well. Just the more you add, the more you gotta enunciate that part of it. So if you put 15 A's at the beginning of a word, you better draw that bitch out.
So hello.
Yep, there you go.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to speak like someone who's a little bit slow.
Well, I am slow.
Just a tad bit slow.
I drive under the speed limit because I'm afraid to go over.
Yep. You go over the edge. Right over the edge of that cliff.
Well, yeah, if you go slower, you can prepare for your oncoming death.
Yeah, I think if you go slower, you'll maybe fall down at a less speedy descent. Might have a larger chance of surviving rather than barreling off and leaving nothing between you and the ground except gravity.
Well, I still have my one save from Spider-Man. Even if I do jump off the cliff, he'll save me.
Yeah, everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one.
I used mine a long time ago in a very silly accident, but I just gotta be more careful now. But now there's Miles Morales. We got Black Spider-Man. Does he count too? Do I get another one from him?
Okay, if we're gonna count him, what about the other Spider-Man? Spider-Man Noir, played by Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
Do you hear about that?
What about is that gonna be a new movie on its own?
I don't know if it's a movie or a series, but I just heard he's playing that Spider-Man. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I could see it because you don't have to see his ugly pit bull face.
Oh no,
his little jowls coming in.
His pock marks.
His pop marks.
Poor Nick Cage. He's doing good though.
He's doing better now.
Yeah.
I mean, he started low, went high, went all the way low. Now he's coming back.
Yeah, after being in a lot of he's kind of like.
Look, Jesus, we're coming back to the right
path. See, we're going back. Nicolas Cage, right? He's an interesting actor. He just wants to make money. I don't know if he's in like debt. Because I think he's the one. Yeah, Nick Cage. Yeah,
Oh, he's in a lot of debt.
yeah, he has that pyramid in Louisiana where he's gonna get buried. Yes, that's why he's got to be in all these movies, in like the USS Indianapolis, where he's like the captain of like a boat that goes down and there's some shit. It's like him and Bruce Willis are in like a lot of just shitty schlock, but getting that paper.
Well, yeah, because they're big names, so of course.
And you can do this. This has been happening since the 80s. You get like a really big name actor for a shitty movie, and you have him in like 5 minutes of it. You have them there on set for one single day, so they get their big paycheck, and then you get them. A lot of times they're in like high positions of power like that, where it's like they're a captain, they're like a police commissioner or something, so they can just sit behind a desk and like make phone calls to other characters off screen. So you can just get all their shit done and,
make it easy so that way they don't have to be there and they can still credit like, oh, we got Nicolas Cage. We didn't tell you how long, but he's here.
Yeah, no, yep, that's it. It's been happening since the 80s. If you watch Red Letter Media, Best of the Worst, you'll see this a lot.
No, I'm going to be surprised. We should make a shitty movie, and you know who we should hire for it?
Who's that?
Bruce Willis.
Yep, get him right.
Just for the poster.
His last feature film, yeah, starring Bruce Willis. And then it's just him. He's a star.
He's a star.
He's a star.
No, we have a picture of him. That's all it is.
Yeah, featuring Bruce Willis. He's featured in it. He's an actor who just walks through a scene for like half a second. He just passes by. So, there he is.
Gonna get a black coffee.
Featured him. Yep. We don't even get his person getting the movie. It's like candid footage.
Yeah, from another movie that doesn't even match.
We're just taking a shot of him in his house. It doesn't matter with the movie at all. It's just a random scene in the middle of this movie. It's like a 5-minute scene of someone holding a shitty early 2000s camcorder, just breathing heavily, looking at Bruce Willis. Every once in a while, it like spasms a little bit, and then it
twitch because you get a little too excited.
You hear like sirens in the distance. He just like moves and it cuts, and then it cuts back in. It's like a different angle of him still in his house, or no, it's inside the house. It's like slowly creeping up to him. It's like him in bed. It's like you pull the covers up, and then he like stirs a little bit, and then oh man.
As night comes, he's asleep. You finally get out of his house.
Yeah, and then there's a little sound that it's his wife coming in. The camera it shows a silenced pistol and just shoots her in the head. Yeah, but then it just goes over to her and just caresses her face and looks over at Bruce Willis and smacks her, and then just like drags her out, and then the rest of it is just burying her body. The camera's on the ground. You can only see the feet of the guys he's digging with her body right there. Yeah, this is a full 10 minutes in the middle of this movie that otherwise has nothing to do with Bruce Willis. This is a comedy. This is a children's comedy adventure that has a 10-minute scene of someone stalking and murdering Bruce Willis's wife.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a pretty good feature.
Yeah, it's a pretty good featuring Bruce Willis. Yep, Christ. And here's the thing: it'll be so shitty, no one will ever watch it, so we'll never get caught.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah, no.
We'll never get caught. They'll never know who it is, even if they use those forensics and voice analyzing stuff. It'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll put it out on Freevee.
What about Tubi?
Tubi's too hot.
It's too hot.
Tubi's too hot.
Tubi. What about Vimeo? We can put it on Vimeo.
Vimeo's got Vimeo. People go on Vimeo because Vimeo's got I don't know if a lot of movies, but definitely a lot of like older videos and shit that aren't on YouTube anymore, like certain things you can definitely. I'm pretty sure I've watched a couple movies on Vimeo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Vimeo's also. It's not too hot, but it's a little warm. Vimeo's warm.
It's warm. It's like a cup of coffee that you make in the morning that you leave sit on your table for 10 minutes because you got to take a shit and then you drink it afterwards.
Yeah, or like the cup of coffee I leave on my counter over here, then I leave it there because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna pack a bowl, and then come around and smoke it, But then I leave it there for like half an hour, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have coffee, and then it's lukewarm.
I can't do that. I can't have coffee and get high. The caffeine makes me feel too funny if I have too much of it.
Yeah, if I have like 2 cups of coffee and like smoke like a bowl or two before, I'm fucking.
You're wired.
Something's wrong with me. It gives me it gives me like heart palpitations. I'm like
the drums of liberation are going on, and you're like, whoa.
I'm not anxious, but I have like an aura of anxiety around me. It's like I'm not anxious, but I can feel it there. It's like what
You're just paranoid.
A little bit. It's a thin veil of anxiety and paranoia. It doesn't seep in, but it's just on the surface. I can just barely feel it.
But then you drink another cup of coffee, and then you're all right.
Yeah, then it washes it away.
Decaf.
Oh yeah.
That way it feels like you're drinking caffeine, so that way it calms you down.
Yeah. Then I smoke an indica.
Smoke an indica.
Yeah. Bring it back down. You got to hit it with the high, then hit it with the low. Uppers and downers. You got to get the perfect equilibrium. It's like when Joey Diaz he takes a Star of Death and then an Adderall or whatever the fuck.
Oh no!
It's crazy.
No, and no.
Speaking of good hot things, though, before we started, you mentioned curly fries.
I love curly fries.
Here's the thing: curly fries are good. They are great, right?
Now say the right thing so I don't get mad. But go on.
But here's the thing, right? If you're getting if you're going to Jack in the Box, wherever they have curly fries, you have the option of getting a large fries or a large curly fries. 9.5 times. See, Jesus coming back is going to agree with me right here. 9.5 times out of 10. I'm getting the regular fries because curly fries take up more space and you get less of them.
Well, yeah, because they're curly, and I understand that.
Exactly. But think that giant curl, though, you're still eating that in one bite, maybe 2.
Depends how big the curl is.
But
What if my mouth is small?
Even if it's a giant curl, you're gonna like curl together and eat it one bite. So what I'm saying is, you get more bang for your buck when you get the fries. If you're getting a medium or small, then yeah, get curly fries. You're probably getting close to the same amount you'd be getting anyways. But if you're getting a large, it's regular fries all the way. It's just way more fucking in there. Think about it. Think of Tetris, right? Those regular fries, that's the long block. That's the cock block. That's exactly what you want.
Right.
Curly fries, it's that little fucking upside down T. That fucker that doesn't fit in goddamn anywhere. That piece of shit.
But let's look.
But it's so good. It's so good. So useful.
It's great.
But definitely not as good as that vertical.
I see where you're coming from, and I get it. But I just want to say one thing. What if like you get it to go? Let's say that. What if they give you more fries at the bottom? Does that make up for it?
Yeah, well, you're always going to get some bag fries. There's always no
right.
matter
But
what.
in my experience, whenever I get the regular
The regular fries, yeah.
the regular fries, I always get some at the bottom of the bag, but only like 3 or 4.
Well, yeah,
but if it's curly fry, they give you like the little pieces, and the other curls are down there too. You know what I mean? So maybe it counterbalances out.
I'm not too sure. We'll have to do some extensive research. We'll have to go to Jack in the Box and Carl's. We'll have to go to 3 separate places, get a large fries and curly fries, and just have to.
We got to taste test them. Next episode for the podcast.
Yeah, just mountains of fries. Yep.
Mountains of
That's
fries.
what we'll do. We'll measure it out. We'll see how.
Oh yeah,
we'll
we'll get a scale.
Yeah. We'll get a little weed scale and just put fries
a little
on
weed scale, and then we'll grind them up afterwards and smoke them in a fucking split.
Yeah. Put it all together. Make some fucking hash browns. Yep.
I love me a curly fry though. Just
curly fry. Here's another one. Waffle fries. Or where does that go in the hierarchy?
You know what? Here's the thing. I had Chick-fil-A for the very first time like 2 months ago.
Nice.
And they had the waffle fries there.
Do you hate gay people more than you did before you had it?
Well, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest here. The chicken definitely doesn't taste as good as it would on a Sunday, but that's just me. Now, the waffle fry, Chick-fil-A is known for the waffle fry. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was very excited for Chick-fil-A, and I love the food. The sandwich is kind of small, so next time I got to get 2 of them. But the waffle fry is good. It's seasoned. Not too crispy for some fucking reason, but I wouldn't, on my list of fries, waffle fry wouldn't be my first pick.
Yeah, no.
It's not bad because there's some big ones and then there's some tiny ones, but I think you get even less waffle fries.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's the lowest. Yeah,
that's the lowest.
Those fucking circular ones. You get one big one, that's like a third of the fucking box already if it's in the right spot. If it's in like the middle, fuck out of here.
All right. No, but what about tater tots?
So tater tots are
is that more or less
all in of them? Because usually the tater tots come in a different container entirely. You're not
sometimes Jack in the Box puts it in the fry thing. I think.
Oh, do they? All right.
I think so.
Well, that's an entirely different mouthfeel. If you want if you're even thinking about ordering tater tots, that's completely different from fries.
But it's potato. It's in the fry family. It's
true,
fried. It's a circle.
But it's a totally different craving. It's not. I don't think it's comparable because if you want the tater tots, you're gonna get the tater tots in the size. It's not as big of a philosophical debate.
What about potato wedges? KFC
Fuck
has
potato wedges. Potato wedges can suck my fucking cock and spit it in my asshole. Fuck you and your potato wedges. Oh God, Jesus didn't like that. Jesus didn't like that. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Okay, I guess potato wedges. Yeah, the wedges. Wedges are cool.
Fucked up, man.
I fucked up. Damn. All right. Well, while I wait for God to come back, I guess I'm gonna think about my sins for a bit.
I love potato wedges.
I guess Jesus does too.
I fucking love potato wedges.
It's too much potato. I want the crunch. I want the satisfying crunch,
I can understand that when it comes to a crispy fry, but potato wedges, if they're done right, they are crispy and fluffy on the inside. They just got that curly fry seasoning. Yeah,
true. But sometimes that's a little too much. What
if
about,
it's a big fat one, I can understand that because then, like the mouth, it's too mushy and the mouth's like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But
if they're a little bit thinner, then it's a classier fry. But
it's a classier fry.
But not a steak frite. Not a steak frite.
Steak fries. Oh, Red Robin.
It's real small, thin. Yeah, steak frites. Oh yeah.
I love me some good old fucking steak fries.
They're fucking delicious. Yep.
You know what? Where's a good one? I don't know if this is a chain restaurant in other places, but Burgers and Beer. I don't know if you've ever been to one. It's like a sports. It's like a sports bar restaurant, but it's like on the higher end. It's like I think it's a little. Well, actually, might be as pricey as Buffalo Wild Wings, but it's in like that vein. It's not like fast food, but it's like not gourmet either.
No, yeah.
But there, if you get a hamburger, they always give you steak fries, and they give you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and crispy, fluffy, and seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love me some steak fries from, where were we talking about? Oh, Red Robin. Red Robin's got good steak fries.
Been in a while.
But Burgers and Beer, that steak fry is too good. Now, the food's a little greasy, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, it's Burgers and Beer.
But I had a Philly cheesesteak. Great, a little
very
greasy,
greasy,
but flavor,
10 out of 10.
That fucking that sliced meat, you know?
Hell yeah.
God damn it. I could come on that sandwich and I'd still eat it.
I love a good Philly cheesesteak, but sometimes they don't season the meat enough, and it's just like, just not bland, but it's just like a bunch of roast beef and just like peppers and cheese. It's like, I mean, this is all right, but
Seasoning.
You need it well made, well seasoned, a little bit of odd.
It's got to be good bread.
Yeah,
Nice
it's gotta
French
be
roll.
It's gotta be nice, good bread.
Yeah, not a Kaiser roll. Don't get the Kaiser involved in here.
No. Those Germans have fucked up too much already.
Is it German?
Yeah, Kaiser. Yeah.
What's Kaiser in German?
It's like some kind of leader, ruler, something. Yeah.
I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiser Dragon.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a fusion card.
Ooh.
It's like an old school fusion one.
Do you know what's a fusion of?
Yeah, Hitler and no.
And Mussolini. They formed the Kaiser Dragon.
I was thinking that too.
Hitler and the Grand Dragon. They formed the Kaiser Dragon. the ultimate being of racism.
And it's purple too because it's a fusion card.
Oh shit.
Shit. Why don't we
Yeah,
go for some fortunes?
we've had these fortune cookies here. Why not? Let's determine our fortunes for the rest of this
Super
episode.
K fortune cookie. Carry Out Co. New York.
Ooh.
They got a number on here too.
Oh shit, maybe we should call them and say, hey, this fortune is bullshit.
I didn't get a fortune in my fortune cookie.
I don't have any family left to love me.
Wait. It's the ASMR portion of the podcast. Wait.
I might cut that one out.
No, that's a good one. Leave it.
Oh, I was about to eat the fortune too. Well,
I love me a good fortune cookie.
oh yeah.
These are thin too.
Gotta suck up all the crumbly bumblies. With my little sucky vacuum mouth. You can just shake it out after, fuck it. For the part you've all been waiting for. Learn Chinese. In order to say TV in Chinese, you say Yanqi. My lucky numbers are 17, 54, 39, 14, 1, and 48. Coincidentally, the ages of every woman I've ever slept with.
Oh, there's two sides to this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. My Chinese is peach. Tao Z.
Taoji.
Lucky number 12, 46, 19, 31, 43, and 14.
All right.
What are the numbers for, though?
I think just lucky numbers in
Like
general.
lottery?
Yeah, if you want to bet, if you want to do the lottery, something, yeah, or just like see these numbers in general. If you have an option to do something, do one of those. All right, my fortune is consider gain and loss, but never be greedy, and everything will be all right. Well, no shit. It's just like one of the basic principles of economics.
Yeah, it's called life, I think.
Yeah, no shit, Sun Tzu.
Always the beautiful answer who asks a more beautiful question.
I think that person might be illiterate.
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
think
really
English
make
might be their second language.
I'm not reading it wrong either. Look, always the beautiful answer who asks a more beautiful question. Like, there's no comma. Always the beautiful answer who asks a more beautiful question.
Yeah, Jesus didn't like that too much. He's like,
Yeah,
that
he's
wasn't
like,
that great.
no,
Yeah, wasn't as good of a segment as I thought it would be, but hey, man.
we got to eat a little cookie.
It gave me an excuse to eat a little cookie, which
And
is...
who doesn't like some ASMR?
Who doesn't like some delicious food ASMR?
Oh, I do.
Some good asthma for your asthma.
Asthma for your asthma. I had asthma as a kid.
Oh, yeah?
I had an inhaler for a while, but then afterwards I just kind of stopped using it because I felt fine. I'm like, I think I'm all
it's
right.
like, I'm going to stop breathing like a pussy.
Well, that's because when I got pneumonia.
Ooh.
Remember breathing car fumes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was a dumb child.
Yeah, but it smells like that exhaust. Oh, here, just put your mouth around the tailpipe. Just rev it, Dad.
Yeah, rev. No, you get the balloon, and then you the balloon.
Yeah. You shove a black ring around your mouth. Oh.
Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah, I don't know what was. I was a very troubled child.
Smells good. I was getting gas in my car recently, and
and you drank it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You put the nozzle in your mouth like time to
It's
fill
like,
up.
It was just a little bit. But I put in, it clicked like it was full. I was like, okay, I took it out, and I saw it was like clear, and I thought it was like filled like up to the top of the cap, but I just saw what was left with like going down the funnel into the tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh fuck! But then I saw it was cool. It looked very clear. I thought it was more yellowy, but I guess
Gasoline.
yeah, I guess it's more clear.
I think it depends on where you go and
the
how
type I got, because I got the middle type.
Oh, you get that's the unleaded.
Yeah, the unleaded plus, and then it's like
No,
premium.
unleaded. It's
regular?
unleaded premium, or unleaded plus. I
Okay.
think they call it differently wherever you go.
Yeah,
But
but I got the unleaded because it was only like $4.19. So I was like, fuck it.
yeah, only $4.19.
Yeah, it was
Can
yeah.
you fucking believe that? $4.19.
Well, some places will like go $4.60 for fucking regular. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I forgot how to do this thing.
It's these gas prices.
It's these goddamn gas prices and this goddamn phone ringing. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You know, you call you call a phone sex line one time. Give them half your credit card information before figuring out it's a bad idea, and they just won't stop calling you.
But you want that sexy phone call.
I really wanted it at the time.
Whether it's a man or a woman, either way, it's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, as long as they're whispering on the other end, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, big boy.
Oh! Just came instantly. Oh shit!
It's the first words. Hey, fuck.
Did you ever see ads for ads? Ads? You ever see some ads? You ever see ads for phone sex lines as a child?
Phones. You know what ads I did see a lot of as a child for Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, stay up late at night on like 11 o'clock and Comedy Central. Fucking that 2.5 minute fucking commercial comes on with those blurry and censored tits. Oh boy.
The girls running down hallways.
Oh god.
Then making out in some scene, dude. I would get hard and fucking
get busted that right there.
Yeah, at 3 a.m.
Yep.
My
3 a.m.
my little 8-year-old. So, whoa.
The tweezers, like fucking the greasy string. Oh, Jesus doesn't like us talking about checking out his little boys.
Yeah, little boy.
Hey, I'm sure you did it too, Jesus. Everyone's human.
It's better. It's better we do it than a pastor.
Your mom was 14 when she was conceived. What now?
Yeah, Mary.
Anyways, he didn't like that either. Yeah. Sorry.
Don't talk about my.
Hey, we had to clap back a little bit. You
hear a knock at the door.
You hear a knock at the roof. Just rips it off. Hey, that was mean.
Oh, he kind of like that. Oh, now he's
he didn't like the self-acknowledgement, though. No self-acknowledgement. Don't acknowledge him. He wants to be an audience member. He doesn't want to be. He wants to see the show go on as it will.
Jesus is getting mad at us today.
Maybe you know what Jesus might like? A
the
Mad
wheel?
Lib.
Oh, the Mad Lib.
Oh, what wheel?
For him to take the wheel.
Oh, Jesus, take the Mad Lib. Yeah. Oh, good. Let's have a special religious-themed Dungeons and Dragons Mad Lib. All clerics all the time. This is what was it? Clerics Gone Wild.
Clerics Gone Wild.
Yeah. Just lifting up their robes. Shaving off all their tonsure.
Showing the holy rod.
Oh, yeah. The family jewels. The holy jewels. All right.
Sacred jewels.
I think
he liked it.
Yeah. I think I wrote the last one. Let's see.
You did write the last one.
All right.
So I am writing the next one.
What is it?
A recommendation for D&D.
All right, I recommend it. I've got some hot takes on a lot of topics and ideas. I could probably give some good recommendations.
Okay, now give me a person in the room. So I guess
Jesus.
Jesus. You know what?
Starting off strong. He's been here with us this entire time, whether we knew it or not. At least for this episode, we recognized him. But
a place, plural.
A place, plural. Temple. We were talking about Jews earlier. They go to temple. Oh, temples, plural. Temples.
Animal, plural.
Frogs. You know the rain of frogs in Egypt.
A noun.
Noun. Foreskin.
Oh, Jesus didn't like that one.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't think any of us liked it, man. But it was your dad who started. He told Abraham to fucking do whatever, cut the dick off. I don't know. He's into some weird shit. Adjective. Bloody.
Gay. Noun.
Noun. Let's do a what's it called? What are the things?
What are you thinking of?
It's in D&D. It's what you use.
Inspiration.
Put a catalyst.
Catalyst.
It's like your spell casting item. You know, it's like a staff or like a charm or a Bible. It's like an item used to cast spells. It is a catalyst, but I think there's another word for it. You know?
Okay. Verb ending in ing.
Suffering. Wait, no. Suffering. Yeah,
that counts.
Yeah, to suffer. Yeah, it's an action.
It's not a good one, but
no, it's not a good action, but it's one you can undertake.
Noun.
Let's say rug.
Adjective.
Holy. Get that Holy Spirit up in there.
Number. Oh, number. Jesus doesn't like that.
No, he wants it raunchy. No, nothing holy here. Number. A holy. It's 42 is a pretty holy number, I think.
Adjective.
Adjective. Okay. It's unholy.
No, he really doesn't like that one.
Yeah, it didn't help. Didn't help. It didn't change. It didn't help.
Plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's do dildos. Switch it up a little bit. Get away from the religion.
No, I think it's part of religion.
Yeah, in certain sex.
Noun.
Certain sex of the sex. Let's see. A crucifix.
Adjective.
Let's say wet. Get some wet in there.
Like my water.
Nice and wet.
Noun.
Let's do holy water.
All right. Noun.
Noun. Okay, let's give it some axe.
Axe.
Kind of like Cain and Abel. It wasn't really an axe. It was like a jawbone.
Now the last one. Celebrity.
A celebrity.
Jesus.
Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, starting out with Jesus. No.
Start with Jesus and end with Jesus.
Let's see. Who's a pretty popular, but not Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon. Why not? I've listened to Harmontown a little bit the past few days. Come on down, Harmontown. Pee is yellow and poop is brown.
Alrighty, Nick. Here
song.
it is.
Here it is. A few tips.
A recommendation for D&D. Dear Jesus.
Great way to start. Great way to start. Dear Jesus.
This is for you, big man. Dear Jesus. There was a time when the game Temples and Frogs was considered a very frivolous way to spend a Saturday foreskin. But now everyone knows it takes a lot of imagination to master this bloody game of Catalyst. After all, suffering unique characters who live in a sprawling rug of your own creation isn't as holy as counting as 1, 2, 42. Plus, when you find an unholy group of players, lifelong dildos can blossom. It can even improve your crucifix resolution skills.
Jesus.
He likes that one. Most of all, playing with the group of wet people can make you more empathetic human. Holy water. That's a weird sentence. Give it an axe. Dan Harmon.
Give it an axe, Dan Harmon. All right, we should end it with Jesus. should end it with Jesus, but for the most part, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good. In fact, it was a good analogy of religion as a whole. You know, you find some unholy people, and then you might find some unholy people, and then they turn into a bunch of wet dildos, a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, nobody likes a wet dildo.
No, get an axe, Dan Harmon.
Get an axe, Dan Harmon.
When would someone like a wet dildo?
If you're having sex, a wet dildo's good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Other than that, you don't really want a wet dildo.
If you got dry holes, you want a wet dildo.
Oh yeah, spit in it.
Yes, Octua, spit on that thing.
Octua.
Speaking of, Meat Candy released a video very recently when that's recording this, but he made a Octua video, cartoon animation.
He spat on it.
Yeah, he spat on that thing hard.
How was it?
It was pretty good. You know, all of his horror animations are great. Nice little parodies. It's good. It's interesting style. It's like a mix of like as far as the storytelling goes. And like just like the whole thing, it's like Lovecraft and like Junji Ito kind of inspired like the storytelling of it and like the visuals and like the whole bit. It was great. It was a great story. It wasn't just like horror. It's for the sake of horror. It was like it had actual like plot through line development. It was great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you see it?
This morning, and he released it like yesterday or something. Yeah, pretty recently.
Earlier this past week.
Yeah.
This past weekend with Theo Vaughn.
Ooh.
I've never seen his podcast.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Sorry, I'm trying not to burp over here into the microphone, but
right into it. Yeah, you can let it out and then you can swallow it back down.
Yeah, like throw up.
Yeah, so don't lose any of that flavor or nutrients.
Flavor and nutrients. You know what, Nick? You know what's coming up? Halloween.
Halloween is coming up and fucking...
Are you giving out candy this year?
No.
Oh, good.
I never get kids.
Fuck them kids.
Kids never come around here. There's a bunch of old people around here.
Well, maybe old people want to trick or treat too.
Well, they got money. They can go get it themselves. Fuck
You go buy them king size candy bars.
Yeah, do it the day after Halloween when it's all fucking discounted. That's a real trick. And the treat. That's a real trick to get the treat.
Yeah, wait the day after.
Exactly.
It's like Black Friday. Those deals for during Thanksgiving. They're you'll still have the deals all week. You don't have to go on Black Friday.
No, and then you get Cyber Monday.
No, isn't that the week of it?
No, that's the Monday after Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Jesus doesn't like
that.
that.
Jesus doesn't like deals. Jesus wants you to pay full price.
Full price.
He was a carpenter back in his time. He's a businessman through and through. He wants to make that money. Deals are for wheels for cars, I guess.
Now, the real question is, Nick, have you heard of the recent news about Tony Hinchcliffe doing a speech for Donald Trump at
Oh,
his
God.
presidential thing in where was it? I can't remember where it was, but did you hear about it?
No.
Well, he was doing his usual Tony Hinchcliffe stuff, and of course, some people get upset. He had a joke of talking about how there was that big island of trash in
Yeah.
the middle of the ocean. You know the one,
Yeah,
Puerto
no,
Rico.
The multiple. Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, apparently nobody really liked that one. I don't see. But then he wasn't. But then people were just calling him out, calling him like a but big old whatever, because Donald Trump related. He was like, I just went on there and told jokes. That's all I did.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it at a Donald Trump like rally or?
Yeah,
what
it was like
it?
it was like at a Donald Trump rally where he wanted him to like give a speech or like his usual roast or whatever.
Okay,
Talk
yeah.
about stuff, and just people interpreted it the wrong way and think he's like some right wing leading nuthead now because of Donald Trump. People hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And he was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Who, Donald Trump or Tony
Donald
Hinchcliffe?
Trump.
Jesus.
It was 3 hours long. I listened to the first 20 minutes of it, and then
I was like, I gotta turn this shit the fuck off.
well, no, because I went to go do other stuff, and I never went back to it. But it was considering the fact that I'm not a very political person, but I'll give one thing to Donald Trump. He's a very articulate man.
And
When it comes
certain things,
in certain things at least. When it came to that podcast, he did not fumble that much.
but he's also got a good way of talking around subjects. There was one interview or something, and some lady asked about like the price of groceries, and he gave like a 3.5 minute answer that had nothing to do with groceries, nothing to do with the price of groceries. And that's another good political strat, is just fucking filibuster and talk in circles. You start kind of talking about this subject and tangentially related, then you kind of start drifting away slowly, this to this, and then by the end you just got to kind of hope the answer sounded good enough that everyone forgot the question in the first place.
Welcome to Politics 101.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
That's kind of, and also that's kind of something interesting. Well, I mean, because I guess he has been.
He's been promoting.
He's been campaigning for the past fucking 8 years while he was in office, and then while Biden was in office, he's been doing. The election was fake. All this other shit. He's basically been campaigning this entire time. So I was gonna say it's kind of. A little bit interesting that in this valuable time right before the election, he's spending this like time fucking on Joe Rogan's podcast. But one, he's like I say, he's been campaigning basically all this time. Two, that's a good venue to get people to fucking see you. Even people who disagree with you, they're gonna watch and be like, "Oh, look at this dumb piece of shit." And that's that is its own kind of campaigning in its own way, being on the biggest podcast in the world.
And his first Trump rally thing where he had Tony Hinchcliffe talk, he rented out Madison Square Garden for it.
Jesus, yeah.
So when you got the money, you could definitely promote yourself a lot more.
Yeah. And back to that. Was he just like doing comedy basically?
I believe so. He was just doing what he was doing. It's Tony Hinchcliffe. Of course, he was just talking about Donald Trump and then talking about other things that had been going on. And he was just doing jokes about it.
Yeah. I don't know if he was like endorsing Trump or not. If he was just
I don't
like straight
believe he was
joking,
endorsing.
as just like a guest speaker.
He was just a guest. I don't think he was endorsing Trump. I think he would want to
because from Tony Hinchcliffe's standpoint, that's like the best opportunity fucking ever, and also a great, hilarious thing to do. It's kind of incredibly hilarious.
It's in his nature. He's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Of course, he has to. Literally has to.
No, he was just telling jokes. That's all he was doing. He was just telling jokes.
Yeah, then that's a shady part.
And
though.
some people,
if you're just like,
I saw fucking reaction videos. Some guys like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm just like, well, I mean,
it's because he's next to Trump or just that thing. It's that already gets. I guess people just
it's because it's
hating on it because it's there tangentially already. But,
exactly.
If remove all that though, it's probably like all right.
Yeah. I didn't see the whole speech because one, I don't give a shit about politics, but I read things and I see things.
What I'm waiting for is when is Trump finally going to come on Talk Tua?
Talk Tua?
No, the Talk Tua podcast. Talk Tua.
Talk Tua?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Talk Tua.
Who the fuck runs that?
The Talk Tua girl.
She does?
Yeah, it's her podcast. Talk Tua.
God, is it popular?
Yes, it's like the 4th most popular in the world. It's like Joe Rogan. What's that sport? Barstool.
Oh, Barstool Sports.
Like who's that fucking guy that got fired off Fox News? Tucker Carlson, I think, and then Talk Tua.
Wow.
it's like one of the top 5.
Wow. This country's really fallen low.
Yeah, Jesus loves it. Or maybe he hates it. I don't know. The thumbs down if you hate it. Do you love or hate Talk Tua?
Come on, Jesus. Talk to us.
Keep the lighting the same if you hate Talk Tua. No, keep the lighting the same if you like it. You understood.
I guess he likes it.
All right.
I guess, hey, who doesn't like that little sloppy toppy?
But did you like that Meat Canyon video about Talk Tua?
He respects it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean,
All
it is a good production. You know?
Jesus got some fluctuating opinions this morning.
I'm sure the Talk To Girl would appreciate it because she takes a joke well. I've heard from other podcasts.
I bet she takes a lot of things well.
Yeah, because she fucking spits on that thing. Of course, it's like Frank Zappa said, keep it greasy so it goes down easy.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, take a little slobber from the side of your mouth.
Slob on that knob.
Yeah, slob on like Corn on the Cob, spit on it, do all those things. Go to band camp and do like that one redhead chick.
The band camp isn't like the movies. I'll be honest with you. It's not as high.
No, if you go to maybe some kind of sports camp, or
Sports camp.
I hear that's kind of a thing you hear though. Like band people are always kind of fucking, or like in the back of the bus.
Yeah, the popular ones.
Oh yeah.
Like with anything else, the popular ones
band
are
kids.
always
Okay,
fucking.
there you go. There you go. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. Yeah,
it's like theater kids.
Yeah, them too. Yeah.
Art kids? No, they're just autistic.
Yeah, that short bus though, boy oh boy, it's like a retirement home. Lots
full
of stuff,
creativity.
Lots of stuff going on in there. Lots of stuff happening.
I rode the short bus home a couple times.
Yeah.
You're
just the last one, or you're just like, let's see, let's spin the dice, see what happens.
No, it's the fact that when I would wait for the regular bus, it would never come. So then the school has to call a bus to go, and the only ones available are the short buses. And then I'm not going to call my parents because they didn't want to pick me up too much in middle school because it was kind of far from the house. But you know how it is.
So the buses would just like you with like another like busload of kids, or it's just you? You're the only one
me
that
and a
missed
couple
the bus.
other people, but that was about it.
Damn, that guy was just drunk. Your bus driver was like, the fucking Johnny. Sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not.
I hated those days because then I would get home late, be like 4:35. I'm like, well, there goes my day.
Yep. Well, I mean, you were gonna get home at fucking what, like 2:30 anyways.
Yeah, but hey, man, that's an extra hour.
That's valuable time. That's time you can fucking.
Time is valuable.
You could watch like 2-3 episodes of an anime. You could play like a couple rounds of Fable or Halo.
Fable.
A couple rounds of Fable. You know.
A couple rounds of Fable. You know, I tried playing Fable 3 the other day.
Yeah.
And here's
on your
on my Xbox.
On your Xbone.
On my Xbone because I can play it for free. Now here's the thing. Combat's good.
Yeah.
Story pretty ass. I only played for like maybe 2 hours at most. Maybe 3 hours, and then going through them, like the combat's great, but man, the beginning is just so bad. They just throw you into it. Nothing's really developed because there's no like opening scene like the other games. There's like developing, talking about the story. It's just like pick a character.
You just gotta kind of infer, you know.
Yeah, I understand you can infer it if you played the other games, but like,
yeah,
you could do better.
It's an interesting premise though. You're like the son or daughter of the Fable 2 hero, or like their son or like some sort of direct descendant.
Yeah,
and it's like the quest, the rise up the power from nothing. Because your fucking brother is not Lucian. What's his name?
Some evil guy.
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, he's basically the king, and he's like kicks you out or whatever. Fucking, it's an interesting choice in being. It's like, oh, do you save these people or your girlfriend? And then I think if you choose neither, they both die. Maybe. I don't know. But it's interesting, though, if you choose to save your girlfriend, you can find her later. Because you take a quest, you find a thing, you're like rescuing this guy's like, oh, they took my wife, go find her. And it's like, it's her. And then, and like, as you go through, it's like, she's like, oh, I'm married to this guy now. But as you're rescuing her, she's like, develops feelings for you. Then it's like, at the end, it's like, are you gonna cuck this guy? Or are you gonna,
you cuck the guy,
her?
obviously.
Yeah. And in the beginning, if you kill her, it's just some chick, but the same thing happens. She starts to develop feelings for you. She's like, ooh, this strong adventure man. And if you're a girl, I think it's a woman who asks you and it's a man, or it's, maybe it's not. I don't know. Because you can be gay.
There's interesting things about the game, but
spell mixing, that was the fucking coolest. Putting two spells together, holy fuck, that was cool. The weapons were also great. How they would like change and morph based on what you do. And it's like, because you killed a bunch of skeletons, as this bone handler. You have bought a bunch of real estate, it has this gold handle and all the cool shit.
But the story, that's where it's all about, man.
Yeah, it was okay.
Needs to develop more.
Like I said, interesting. The premise is cool. Like I said, the rise to power, because you start with fucking Sabine and like these fucking mountain people. It's like, all right, cool, they have my support. And it's like, all right, now you go to the fucking
raise an army.
Yeah. Now you need the fucking. You go to like this like out group of like older soldiers who are in this fucking marsh. You help them. Like, yeah, fucking sure, whatever. And then you go to the fucking industrial area, and then you get fucked off to. And then what a lot of people didn't like is going to the
desert.
A lot of people didn't like that because it's a big break in this story, because for that like 20 to 30 minutes you're just wandering, not doing much, you know. And then it's a very good story moment though, because you're fucking lost, the land is left behind, and it's just you and Walter, and then Walter gets fucking blind, and there's this darkness thing. It's a really, really good like thematic and story setting moment. But you know, then you get to the desert area, and you go back, and you know, it's very, very, it's a lot centered more around the story than 2 was. Like I said, the story's not as even good as, well, I mean, because 2 story was, you know, very simple, but like I said, there's so much other shit into. Like when I'm thinking of 2, I'm not even thinking of the story. I'm thinking of just the whole thing in general.
Exactly right.
3 has its moments.
It has its moments. It's not terrible, but comparative to 2,
No.
you know.
And I fucking hate the real estate in 3. It sucks ass. Because in 2, and I think in 1 as well, you buy a house or a property, and you just, okay, cool, it's yours. And you just set the prices. Like, do you want to increase the rent, be an asshole? Do you want to lower it? Do you want to evict the people? Do you want to renovate it? Whatever. In 3, you have all those same options, but also the quality of the house degrades. So like over time, you have to go back and like spend like 30 gold or whatever to
fix it up
to, like,
or
fix
whatever.
But like if you have that in like all these houses and all this area, I think I don't remember if there's a way to quickly do it. Like you might be able to do it from the map, like the main map in your pause menu. I don't know, but just like realizing that, it's like, well, that's gonna take so much fucking time.
That's
and like
so annoying.
if I get like 30 properties, the game's gonna become okay, just start and then do that loop, because by the time you're like done doing it, but there has to be a way, because I only did it like once and this was years ago, so there might be a way to more quickly do it, but it's just a lot of time just doing that. And the road to rule is also interesting. How you get your abilities, because like you need the ability points and you spend it on the chest, but the later chest's worth like 40. It's like, well, I gotta get all this back. Am I gonna get those back? I gotta get the combat multiplier, but it's how you're gonna, and I guess to make that real estate part easier, you got to invest more in opening those real estate chests to increase the bonuses. But it was an interesting game. It was interesting.
They try to do something different with it, and I respect it and I understand it. But maybe for Fable 4, maybe they'll finally put it together and piece of good.
Yeah, I think the one that's coming out, because I think it's just gonna be called Fable. It might be like either a reboot or like a remake or somehow, but I think it's gonna be mostly a combination of 1 and 2. With maybe some aspects of 3, like maybe spell mixing.
Fuck, I hope so.
Spell weaving was cool as fucking shit.
Oh yeah,
put the fire in the fucking.
Because now they have the ability to make it real good with the technology.
Yeah, that Unreal 5 or whatever the hell they're gonna use.
I'm so excited for it. Whenever it comes out, at least. I'm excited for a lot of games.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's funny how people were shitting on like the main character, the character's face, and like this first trailer. It's like, oh, she looks ugly. Oh, why does she look ugly? That's
for Fable.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about.
It was
that.
like one of the first trailers that came out for like a couple of years ago, I think, when they first announced it. It was like, oh, I'll be honest, she has kind of like not like a brick, but kind of like a more like strong featured face on this woman.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
A handsome woman. A lot of people are shitting on it. It's like
a handsome woman.
Yeah, for one, it's like that's why do you even care that much? Fable's not really about. I mean, you can change your like outfits, whatever, but it's about literally everything else. And 2, people were like, look at fucking Fable 1 and 2. Look at these monster faces. Like when you're a child, when you're a child in Fable 1, you look like a fucking 50-year-old man on like a toddler body. It looks gross.
It is pretty bad, the faces, I'll be honest with you, especially for the main character. You do look pretty rough, but yes, the point of the game isn't about the face.
Faces in 2 are good, but that's because it was like small. They didn't change much, really.
But I'll say one thing, like the hairstyles and like the facial hair is good, but some of the hairstyles are like always pretty kind of.
Yeah, they're nice. You got to cater to all different types of styles, and if you they got the basic ones if you don't want anything like real like crazy, but if you want the crazy shit, they got varieties like the. Do they have a mohawk in 2? They had to.
I think
don't know.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
Too much.
The transgender potion.
Yeah, the transit switch over real quick.
Hell yeah! It's like Dark Souls, but you only get the one.
You only get the one.
Only get the
You
one.
can only use it once. Just once.
Ooh, unless someone gives one to you. That's another thing that's cool. People still playing Fable 2. I think because you can play it on like the Xbox One or something, or somehow.
I
think people can do it like online, like on PC too. I don't know fucking how though, but people playing online, people will gift each other like millions of gold just because they've been playing forever, and they've been doing the thing where they buy the properties and they have that passive income coming in, so they just leave the game on, so they're getting that money for free, and it's just nothing. So
to them, it's nothing to giving 1 million coins away.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a fun time. That happened to me once. I was playing because I never had online. I never had Xbox Live, only at my cousin Raymond's house. So when I was like, I went and stayed there for a week one time, and I brought Fable because it was fucking great. And I played, and an orb, they show up as orbs, and the dude gave me like 1 million gold. And I was like, fun. I bought all the fucking properties in the Bowerstone Center. It was great.
And now you were making tons of money.
Hell yeah.
You'd
set all of it to like max, just be a giant asshole, get a bunch of money, and then just lower it back down and just be cool again like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, we love you. Yeah.
It's the same thing as like Red Dead 2, where you can go on like a shooting spree and then have your honor be like terrible, and then just ride around your horse and say, howdy, mister. Hello there. Howdy. And then it'll just be fine. Just catch a fish and release them, because then like Fable 2, you can like just do whatever and be an asshole. But then you just I'll just do a little dance. Oh, sock puppet. I'll do a fart. Ha ha ha. And then everyone's like, yeah, you're fun.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, and then you just kill them all.
They just murder them.
I would do that sometimes. Just save the game. It's what you always do in an open world kind of game like that. You save and you just murder everyone for like 5 minutes. Like, let's reload again. So
I just want to see what happens.
yeah, I just wanted to let loose for a bit and have no consequences. There aren't really consequences of Fable 2 either, because you can just
you could do whatever.
Do whatever, just murder, do whatever, and then like leave. And even if you put your weapons away and they're still aggroing, you can just leave and then come back and they'll be like, pay for your crimes. You either pay the fine, say fuck off and fight them, or like do like a civil servant quest, which is like, go kill some bandits over here, and then
you'll be good.
They'll still think you're an asshole, but your debt will be cleared.
You're like a delinquent at that point.
They have thing. I think the alignment too. There's special names like that, like Little Devil or something. It's like you're good, but you do some fucked up shit sometimes. Or it's like if you're a kid, they have like chaotic good like style like that 3x3 kind of alignment chart style of names where it's like if you're like if you do good shit, but you're like a liar and you steal. It's like you're a kind-hearted devil and shit like that.
It's like in Fallout when you do stuff like that.
That's what I'm thinking of. No, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's Fallout, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Fable 2 is cool because you can get the titles. And if you do certain shit, you'll get the titles for free. Like if you beat the Crucible, you get Lionheart for free. If you kick like 10 chickens, you get Chicken Chaser for free.
Chicken Chaser.
If you if you become like if you buy the castle, you can get the title King or Queen.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's people call you like, hello King, hello Shadowheart, hello Deathbringer, hello Gunslinger. It's cool.
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger's cool, and I like that one just because of Dark Tower and Stephen King.
Yeah,
it's only a 3-star title, so it's super easy to get. It's like 1,000 gold.
I want to see why you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Fuck, I love Fable. Gotta get a 360.
You should either that or the Xbox One, because you can play all the Fable games on the Xbox One.
Yeah, but I can't play all my 360 games on the Xbox One. No.
Not all of them, which is unfortunate.
That's why I just gotta get a 360.
Yeah, make it easier that way.
It'll probably be like $150. I can buy one that's very incredibly cheap to get a 360.
Oh, of course.
I want to get new controllers too, because ones I have are probably like fucking old and busted.
Sticky. They're sticky.
Yeah, just get some fucking new ones. Just clean them up. I got that wireless like little charging dock. It's a little cool dock for the cock.
Yeah, you're into docking?
I'm into docking and cocking.
It's pretty high.
Oh, yeah.
Can I watch?
Yeah, but only after this episode. And if you've enjoyed this episode of the Vibin Podcast, how long have we been going? We can go a little bit longer. I'm sure we can find some more things to discuss.
I don't really have much more, but what are we at?
Just like fucking 49 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I talked about everything I wanted to today.
Let's see. I've been playing Noida. I think I'm getting slightly better at Noida. It's like a Binding of Isaac kind of scenario where it's like, you start, it's something you got to get into and just get repetitive and just figure out the patterns, figure out the best course of action in situations, and also, looking up some help online. I don't watch videos though. That's what a lot of people say could help with, especially Slay the Spire. Watching people who are good at the game, like actually play it and seeing what they do and like hearing their rationale for it, that could also help. But
you don't want to watch it.
I just don't, because I don't know exactly. I look at videos for help and shit when I know exactly what I'm looking for. Like if I want to do like a Watcher Infinite, where I'm playing the Watcher and I get like a set of cards I can do infinitely. I would look, because that'd be a specific thing I can look up, but I can't just like look up like I would have to watch an entire run, which I don't really want to do.
Yeah, because it could be kind of long.
No, because why do that when I could just play and kind of just try to get better on my own and figure. It does help, but it's a lot. It's kind of daunting. It's like studying in school for me, because I never studied, because it's like, well, how do I like study? I don't know how to do that. Like from like math, it's like I don't know how to. And for like other classes like English, like when you read the book or whatever, you read the thing and you write the thing. It's how do you? I don't know. I never learned how to study things.
Well, study things for math, maybe like go over some practice problems. But
yeah, that's like you like look in the back of the book or something. It's like, well, you do those if you want to study more. It's like look them up online, I guess. It's like
some practice shit.
I guess that would be the way to do it. I guess I was also just lazy.
Yeah,
which is another major thing.
Hey, who isn't a little bit lazy?
Just a little bit.
Everyone's a little bit lazy.
Yeah,
but it's not a bad thing.
No,
you just got to learn to control it.
Learn to control it and get better. You've been playing. You said you were playing something. Oh, more Final Fantasy 14? Any more of that?
No, because I'm almost at level 70. So my free trial is going to end soon, and I don't have the cash right now to buy the expansions for it. So I gotta hold off on it. Mm-hmm. I'm holding off on it, so that way I don't beat through it, because I gotta save it.
Oh yeah, gotta savor it. Savor all that sweet sickness.
No, but I was itching to play. I might play Dark Souls again, because
just one.
Why not? Yeah, just one.
Are you gonna redo the playthrough profile, New Game Plus? Fegmo?
Fegmo's still there, but I probably would just do a new one.
All right.
Yeah. I like starting over here and there with like
Yeah.
a lot of games.
You know what kind of build you're going for? I want to go for.
I haven't thought about it yet because I just got the itch to play yesterday, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, we'll see what happens. I
Yeah.
was thinking maybe an Uchi, but I've used it before, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can do something different with it this time. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We just gotta see where the path goes into the game.
You could do somewhat of a challenge run. Pick like a weapon that's like not as standardly good. You could use it, build it up, infuse it, do some good shit with it.
Yeah, try to make it an interesting run.
Or get lucky and just get a Black Knight weapon. Like, oh, I'm shifting to this now.
But that's the problem. Every time you get a Black Knight weapon, like I want to use it.
Yep.
They're like, no, like you got to fight the itch to use it
Yep.
because I've always used Black Knight weapons.
And sometimes you're too far gone. You have your stats in other places. It's like, well, I'd have to fucking get like 40 stats into strength and dex to do that shit.
Yeah, that's the fair point.
It's difficult.
There's plenty of options. I don't know.
Plenty of options, plenty of efficiency. The good part is you can always be a pyromancer because it don't cost nothing but souls.
No, you're definitely right. You could always just be a pyromancer.
Yep. I thought about doing that. Pyromancy only runs, but it's hard to do because you just got to punch with your flaming fist.
You got to grind for a long time before you could get it to the place where you want it to be.
Yeah, it's not as great. You know what else? Okay, you know what else involves grinding?
What?
Pokemon,
Pokemon.
which we're getting close to on the channel. Probably like 2 or 3 more episodes. That'll be out of there.
Yeah, we're definitely nearing the end of going through our standard run before we stop playing it, and then we'll
Yeah.
come back to it and do the little bonus stuff at the end some
we're
other
gonna come
time.
back,
But,
do the extras and yeah.
right, but it's getting there.
It's getting there. Gonna have to grind up our boys, get a little stronger. And you got me in the itch to start over, so I started over. Brilliant Diamond.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what's your team so far?
I haven't played too much. I got to Rourke, and he fucked my team up because I only have a Badoo and a Chimchar,
Yeah, well,
and,
that's
and I'm gonna ditch the Chimchar as soon as I get another Pokemon because I'm gonna go for I told you what I'm gonna, it's gonna be Roselia. I'm trying to use shit that's not I traditionally use. Roselia, Golduck, the first fossil I find when I'm in the underground, a Driftblim, and then Frostlass. I gotta get that from the underground too.
Okay,
Get a
well,
Snow Run because it's not in the base game,
right.
which kind of sucks.
Well, I mean,
It's a shitty Pokemon, so I'm glad it's out of there. But so it makes it easier for Nuzlocke. But I kind of wish it was still there.
It gives you the options at least with the underground to look through some nice Pokemon.
Exactly. And then I got my 6th slot open just in case I see something else I want, or if I see a very glaring vulnerability on my team that I gotta make up for with that list of 5, I can slot something in there to make up for it.
Balance it out, right?
Exactly. Make it feel good and slide down easy. Make it greasy.
Greasy.
Greasy. Like that Strangler.
The Hamburglar?
The Greasy Strangler.
The Greasy Strangler.
Yeah, I showed you the Greasy Strangler, didn't I?
I believe you did.
All right, this guy's covered in grease and he would strangle people. My paprika rich chips.
Paprika rich. I don't remember too much of it because you traumatized me with that Pink Flamingo movie. But
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
God, I don't.
yeah. It's kind of like hardcore, softcore pornography.
So I think it's more hardcore than anything.
Yeah, it was
but-
medium core.
yeah, medium core,
Hey, what's his name?
semi-soft.
Yeah, what's his name? The guy who did it. I forget his name. There's that bald guy with the cool little mustache. It's great. Makes good movies.
He makes good
He
movies.
makes
He makes good pornos.
movies. Yeah. I think he made a movie called Serial Mom. If not, he didn't make it. It's like kind of inspired by his style, but that's another great movie about a mom who's like a serial killer, and she's like prank calls her neighbors and like calls her like a cunt and a bitch, and it's like the neighbor's like, whoever this is, I hate you, and it's
What the fuck?
it's really great. Just like it's unhinged lady just being unhinged. It's a fun time. That's what his movies are. They're fun times.
Just like this podcast.
Just like it. Also, speaking of John Waters, that's his name. The Pink Flamingos is mentioned in an Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, in a children's movie.
It is?
Yeah, he's like, there's a scene where he's like, Alvin's on a plane, and he's sitting next to John Waters, and then John Waters said, he's like, well, I was a chipmunk on a plane. Geez, what's going on here? And Alvin's like, oh, fuck you, John Waters. I've seen Pink Flamingos. He doesn't say fuck you, but
Yeah, I was about to say, but I
yeah.
don't think that.
he's like, whatever, John Waters. I've seen Pink Flamingos, so that's yeah.
Wow.
And maybe some kids being like, what's Pink Flamingos? And parents gotta be like, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
No, when you're older.
They hide the DVD. Like,
Yeah,
put it away, put it away.
Just gotta look at YouTube of Pink Flamingos. It's like, oh no, it's all the terrible scenes.
No, they wouldn't have that on YouTube.
No, just flamingos flying. Yeah, I don't know.
They have people shooting flamingos.
Yeah, exploding varmints. Back to Red Letter Media. I made it full circle. That's a great video of theirs. They watched not of theirs, but a video they watched, which is like a VHS tape of people just like shooting gophers and squirrels on their property and blowing them up with like fucking firecrackers and dynamite.
Well, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah, you got groundhogs fucking with your farmland. You got to fucking shoot them with a rifle or plant dynamite and blow them up. Watch their dead bodies fly in the sky.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And that's just the whole video is for like an hour.
I'm sure somebody enjoys it.
That they did. I enjoyed.
Jesus doesn't, because he's gonna.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like exploding varmints. Jesus is more of a surviving edge weapons kind of guy. Am I right? I think that lit up just a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah,
He's on the fence about it.
Or what Jesus? Maybe Rem Lazar. You like Rem Lazar? You like what's another good one? You like Neil Breen? You like the Breen films? Or you just like all of it? All right, well, fuck
He's
off.
indifferent.
He's long live the boys at Red Letter Media. They're doing God's work.
Amen, brother. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Salami Lakers.
Salami Lakers.
Salami Lakers. Everyone, if you've enjoyed this episode of the Vibin Podcast, episode 115.
115.
115 of them. Make sure you leave a like to let us know that you liked it.
Please, why don't you leave a comment down below too?
Let us know if you've seen Pink Flamingos.
Well, let's hope you haven't.
If you have, why don't you subscribe? If you haven't, subscribe as well, because we'll probably talk about it more anyways in the future.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, definitely.